Halloween is around the corner, so I thought it'd be the perfect time to try out the watercolor hair dye method and create some beautiful pastel, bright, colorful wigs for me and my baby girl to dress up like fairies and pass out candy. Before we get into this video, I want to give a special thank you to Nah Beauty, the hair company that sponsored this video with 3 bundles and a closure of the Blonde 613 hair. Make sure you check the description below to find out how you can save $15 on your first purchase with Nah Beauty, and use my coupon code RUBY10 in order to save 10% on your entire purchase, including free shipping. In this video, I'm going to use a wig that I constructed myself, but this video is not a wig tutorial. If you want to see a detailed tutorial on how to construct a lace closure wig, check the description below and watch the video I created for that already. Now, the only difference between this wig and the wig you're going to see in that video is that as I neared the top of this wig, I started to use blonde thread instead of black. That's just in case these hair strands want to play peekaboo, y'all. We don't want to see black strings hanging all over the place, okay? For hair color, I used 1 bottle of Pink Rose number 82 by Adore and Purple Rage number 116. If you're following along with me, you're going to need some gloves and you're going to need a bucket to pour some water in. I have a 12-quart bucket. You're going to need something about this size or larger, depending on how much hair you're coloring. Lastly, you're just going to need warm water. As far as I know, it doesn't have to be boiling hot, but you know, who knows? I'm not a hair color expert, but this method did work for me, so if you're following along with me, just use warm water from the tap. I went ahead and filled that about halfway up, and I got my pink hair color and I just mixed that all in. I used the brush that I would typically use to bleach hair or bleach the knots on my closures, and I just circled that around in the water until all of the hair dye was evenly absorbed into the water. Basically until it looked like raw jello. Can jello be raw? Anyway, you know how jello looks before you put it in the refrigerator so that it can solidify? That's what this looked like. That's what you want it to look like. Then in went the wig. Now, let me tell you about my experience. This wig does have almost 3 entire bundles on it, and so after dipping it in, I just assumed because it was liquid, it was going to evenly coat all of the strands, and I was wrong. I realized that I needed to go in immediately because the hair color takes immediately, so I really needed to go in immediately and start separating the hair to make sure that it was evenly coated. Because I didn't, I ended up having to go back and add some more color to the water onto the wig directly to make sure that more of the blonde strands were coated. In the end, I wasn't able to get every single strand evenly coated, but it ended up creating a really pretty, subtle, almost highlight, honestly, so I didn't mind. And this is what it looked like after I squeezed it dry. I did end up going through washing it and conditioning it, although I realized afterward that I really only needed to condition it. So if you're following along with me and your hair is already clean, just condition it because washing it is just going to contribute to the color washing out, and you want your color to last as long as possible. Once it was fully dry, that's when I went in and started to customize it. So right now what I'm doing is plucking some hairs out to create a part. I have a video coming out very soon where I show you how I customize the fit of my wig in order to make it look natural on me. So make sure you guys stay tuned, subscribe to my channel so that you can see that video. And in that video, you'll understand a little bit more about why I'm plucking it the way that I'm plucking it and some more interesting details. But in this video, I'm not going into depth about that. I'm pretty much just moving forward with the style. I'm actually gonna put some curls in this wig, y'all. I wanted to show you guys how this hair curled. So far, I'm really loving it. It has hair color on it and it's still gliding smoothly. It has a really smooth, really pretty finish, and after everything was said and done, it had a nice bounce to it as well. So shout out to Nah Beauty because this hair has been able to withstand being processed, being curled, and everything. But I did want to show you a close-up of what happens to the hair color once you do apply heat. Not enough to make a big difference, but enough to notice. So bear that in mind when you decide to go through and color your hair. For this particular style, I wanted to put a whole lot of curls in this wig because I wanted it to look like just really pretty and curly. But anyway, let's move forward to my daughter's wig. Now, my baby is 5 months old, y'all, but I just felt like, how can I make myself a pastel colored wig without making her one, you know? So This is not a wig tutorial for her either, but if you want to see a tutorial on how to make a baby-sized wig, let me know in the comments below and I can put that video up for you. In this video, I just wanted to show you how the colors turned out. So her wig is purple, so I used about 1/4 the amount of water as I used in my wig because I only used about 1/4 of the amount of hair. And I colored her hair before I actually constructed her wig, which was much better. Everything was able to get evenly coated, and this is my recommendation if you're going to follow along. Unfortunately, I ran out of hair, so I had to kind of go in my stash and find some other blonde colored hair to color. And as you can see by the outcome, I'm working with about 2 or 3 different shades of purple, but it's cool because it's Halloween, y'all, and we ain't aiming for perfection. We're actually aiming for cool, different, crazy. I did her curls a little different than I did mine. I wanted hers to be a little looser. Now, while you're watching me curl, I want to shout out the inspiration for this video, Aaliyah Michelle. This is a girl on YouTube who I've been following for a little while now, but I love her content, y'all. She created a video where her Twitter followers chose her hair color, and that was her inspiration to use the watercolor method. She created a beautiful, vibrant, orange colored wig, y'all. It was so bomb. So I actually included the link to her video in my description as well, because I want you guys to check her out. I don't just want you guys to watch her video either. I want you to subscribe to her channel because her content is so amazing, and I just don't understand why she doesn't already have 1 million subscribers. So what I'm doing right now is I had to go to Sally Beauty and I had to buy some spray-on temporary hair color, because what I noticed with the purple is that it did not color the roots purple, and that blonde root really stands out on this purple wig. So I just did my best to go through and spray those areas with some purple hairspray, and it really helped to mask the blonde a lot, but it's still light as you can see. But ultimately it's a Halloween wig, so who cares? I just wanted to let y'all know that that's gonna happen when you guys use the watercolor method for dark colors. I don't know how to do it, but very likely your roots are still going to be blonde. Although this isn't a styling video, I will give you this one tip. After you process hair, it's extremely sensitive, so you don't want to do too much to it. That is why I curled it and I pinned it. I wanted to wait till every curl was completely cooled down before I started running my fingers through it, and even then I didn't run my fingers through it a lot. Hair that has been processed tends to frizz up more, and we don't want frizzy wigs, so keep that in mind, okay? And here's what it looked like after it was complete, y'all. I really love how this color came out, and this is me and my daughter in our little fairy costumes, y'all. This is a total DIY costume situation, but you know, we had the wings on deck, Dollar Tree, poppin', and I just thought it was a cute idea. My daughter's wig came out way more full and big than I expected, y'all. But you know what? It's Halloween, so it's cool. I still think she looks cute. What y'all think? Okay, I know she looked a little bit ridiculous in this really big wig. But I mean, other than that, what y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope you have an incredible Halloween or whatever holiday is coming up when you watch this video. God bless you. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you on the next video. Deuces.